and all of those other things. That's when that comes into play, when you're not a genuine,
human being.
Exactly, with good morals and character and integrity. Now, yeah, what you got to understand, men date and women date with intentions for different reasons.
Okay.
A lot of women believe in hypergamy. We went over that plenty of times. I mean, they like men to be providers and protectors. A man to make more than them and to be able to take care of the home, to be able to provide and protect more than just finances and physical. You have to protect the woman more than just physically. You got to protect them, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all of those other things. I mean, so once you see this man and he's that's where the phrase show ponies come from. You look good, but you're only for show. Can this man lead your home? Can he lead you in a relationship and in a household and in life and in business and in other things? I mean, can he truly lead more than just in the bedroom?
Or is he going to lead you to the gates of hell?
Hey, hello. I know y'all looking. Hey, everybody. But not today. We ain't doing that today. Good evening, everyone. We are running behind schedule. We have some technical difficulties. You know how that thing goes. But we are here to have a candid conversation with you. We're going to get this thing started. We're here for a good time, not a long time. All right. So let's get this thing started. First up is the one you love most. You come here for her. We're going to call her on out. All you're gonna hear is her voice, but so we're gonna get it here anyway. Kyra, come on out, girl.
Yo, I can't with you. Hey, everybody. What's up? I am so sorry that y'all cannot see my beautiful face today, but unfortunately, I am having mad difficulties. So at least y'all get my voice, and I think that's good enough. So yes, we pushing through the problems. I think.
But you had a good day. You good?
I ain't gonna say all of that, but we all right.
All right, so now we're gonna bring up the man, the myth, the legend, the man you love to hate. You hate so much, you tore up his grass. So we gonna bring him
Yeah. Oh, what is wrong with you? You hate him so much you tore up his grass. And I'm still trying to get my grass to grow back right.
He said his grass ain't never been right.
Well, hello everybody.
That's all they get is a hello.
I was about to say something before you said something. It's gonna be an interesting show. I'm gonna try to not be controversial.
Oh Lord.
But it's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
He said he's gonna try his best.
We got videos or anything?
All right, everybody. So we all know what the topic is, because is it not straggling across the screen?
I need for you just to be the voice, okay? You're doing too much. You touched this stuff that's already touched.
Okay. I can't help it. Hello, Miss Green. How are you?
It's so funny when you talk on your picture, your head get bigger. Say something.
Don't play with me.
Look at her picture.
Don't play with
Say
me.
something again.
I ain't talking to you.
Yeah.
I ain't talking to you.
She said she ain't.
Yeah.
That's not what we about to do. Y'all see how they do me, right?
We
That's
Oh,
exact.
you didn't even say nothing.
I told y'all they like the tag team brothers over there.
we
I
uh
ain't say nothing. I'm here for the show. I
we
said
curse
we here for a good time, not a long time. Come on, let's.
we curse now. Every
High
time
accents.
we the show is cursed. Every time you talk, everybody gonna be looking at your head go like that.
You know what? I can't stand y'all, but that's okay. The Lord gonna get you.
Here we go. So, like I said, we're here for a good time, not a long time. So today we're talking about wigs, lashes, and BBL.
Hey, boo
Is
boo.
it to attract your man, or are you just doing it for yourself? That's what today's topic is going to be about. That's what we're talking about.
Hey,
So,
Pinky.
can we introduce the show without you?
I'm just saying hi to the viewers. Is that okay?
She's so ghetto.
So, oh my gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait till it's your turn. I'm gonna be saying hi to everybody when you're here.
All right, I'm gonna stop.
On there. I'm just gonna be like, hey.
I'm gonna stop.
Trying to get the show started. You are, hey KK. How Felipe doing? The kids getting so big.
That's for you.
I ain't thinking about Pink. So can we try this again?
Yes.
Like I said before, I was rudely interrupted. We talk about wigs, your lashes, and your BBLs. Is it to attract the men, or is it really for yourself? We're gonna be honest about it today. We're gonna have some honest conversation. But before we get started, Sean, take it away.
Your mama black. You hate yourself. Um, you gay. That is our disclaimer. I'm sorry because I already know it's gonna be some back and forth. Um, yeah, you gay. We gay. Our mama black. Who hurt
Somebody
us?
heard us.
Yeah, who hurt us?
Right.
Somebody had to hurt us.
Right.
In order for us to have an opinion, somebody had to hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
And now, to the song.
We're gonna just say, meet us at the podcast with your comments. Stop calling Kyra, she can't do spit. You take some time to say something relevant, and we'll get candid.
That was the 45 version.
Right. Because we run out of time. Let's go. First video.
A non-surgical BBL.
The heck?
Men are desiring skinnier women instead of
Have you been? How long have you watched my channel?
for some time.
And every time you see those ridiculously curvy women, they're unmarried.
Some are, some aren't.
No, they're not. They're mostly unmarried. I've already addressed this conversation. I addressed this on the Joe Budden podcast. I addressed this on Vlad TV, and I addressed this on Adam No Jumper. That's for fun. Men don't marry. About this, you notice how every time I said what men are, instead of just saying, I'll go do that. And so why not? Why don't you accept this? Men aren't asking women to go get Brazilian butt lifts. We ain't asking for y'all to wear weave. We're not asking for y'all to having long acrylic nails and all these flippy eyelashes. Y'all are doing that for each other. We don't.
For me, I've been very open. You know, I've always been curvy. It wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? I thought I want to take it to the extreme, and I was like, you know, I'm having trouble with men right now. Maybe if I had a huge butt, I'd get even bigger love. Yeah. You know, so I thought that's what I did. I did teeth, I did butt, I did hips, and now I'm to the point where I've been getting tired of it for years, trying to kind of lipo. Now it's to the point where it's affecting my health. And we're thinking that the aching and everything that made me go and, you know, get checked for lupus is due because my butt is so big and my legs are not holding it. So people don't talk about that though. They just want you to be like, that's not it. Like, I've literally gone to doctors who don't want to touch it. I've gone to I found a doctor now, Dr. Kavami, that's going to do it for me. And, you know, he said, I see this all the time. But imagine if you don't have the money to get it out.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got these you got these butt shots, and you're in pain, and you don't have any money to get it out of you. They don't tell you about that. They don't say anything about that. So for me, my doctor was like, you can't be pregnant in the butt and in the stomach. Right. So your little legs is not gonna keep it. So I'm literally January the 12th, I go, and they're removing the foreign objects out of my body.
Okay, beautiful people. Oh, Pinky, just to answer your question, that the butt shots that K Michelle was talking about, that was a little clip of how they do the butt shots in your butt to make your butt bigger. They inject whatever it is that they inject into their butts to make their butts bigger. Those are butt shots. That's the cheaper way, I think, of getting.
It's a non-surgical.
Yeah. That's the cheaper way of getting a bigger butt, is by getting butt shots.
When I was growing up, when they said the way to get a bigger butt was butt shots, that meant a whole different thing. That was not what they was talking about when I was. They gave clear directions on what it took to get a bigger butt, and they said butt shots, but it wasn't. That was not what it meant.
Okay, I think we all know what those butt shots are, and I don't think that's going to make your butt bigger. So, yeah, no. So, Pinky stupid. So basically that is what was happening to a lot of celebrities. A lot of celebrities they all got butt shots. So now a lot of celebrities like K Michelle, Cardi B, China, they're all getting those butt shots taken out of their butts because now it's causing them health problems and things of that nature. So the real question is, why do women get BBLs, the wigs, the lashes? Are you doing it for yourself, or are you doing it to get a man? And do men really want a person with a BBL? So we all know that a BBL is a Brazilian butt lift, which is a whole different type of procedure. That's when they transfer fat from either your legs or your stomach and they put it into your butt. Most of the time it's from that's what it is. It's your own fat being injected into your butt. But I think some people, I feel like some people who get BBLs, they take it to the extreme, because you could get a BBL to get like a bigger butt, but you don't have to take it to the extreme. You could just take it to the point where, as you know, to see how, you know, you want a bigger butt. If you're a person with a flat butt and you want a little peach back there, then get your little peach. But you ain't gotta be walking around with looking like you got 5 melons stuck in your butt, because that's what it looked like. It's not cute.
Like you just robbed a watermelon factory. walking through the supermarket with the marshmallow guy from Ghostbusters walk.
I think that's taking it to the extreme. Pinky says it's a little of both. Some women do it with the intent of catching a man, and some do it because it makes them feel better about themselves. Allie from Instagram says, my opinion, it should be for their own reasons, to feel good about themselves. Some of us was born with it, some wasn't. Essence says, I feel like women do it for themselves. And Allie says, I like mascara, wigs once in a blue, and I wish I can get lipo. My, no, you don't, Allie.
And
You was
none of us
born with
don't
that.
either.
You was born with that peach, boo. You was born with it. You keep that.
You you the only person. You the only person wishing that.
And just to answer Allie's question, when she says she's getting the foreign objects removed from her body, um, I followed her story about her situation, and what she means is that the butt shots that she received after 7 years, 7 years later, the butt shots starting to harden, and so now they become foreign objects in her body because now they're hard and lumpy, and
She got rocks.
yeah, she basically had rocks in her butt, and so now she has to get them taken out so she can have a natural butt again. So they remove them out of her body.
That's crazy.
Darlene says, I definitely think mini zoids to fit in. I don't know what they're trying to fit into, Darlene. I really don't.
To some
Because for
bigger
me,
pants.
because for me, God gave me what He gave me, and that's it.
Stop lying,
That's,
because you wear wigs.
so what? I ain't got no Brazilian butt though.
But
And I
don't
wear
you?
wigs, and I wear wigs because I'm lazy. I don't like to do my hair.
But then you
But it
can't
ain't
say
like,
don't.
but
But
it
don't.
ain't like I'm talking about the Brazilian butt lift. Like people getting bigger butts and all of that stuff. What is there to fit in about? Your body is your body. That's what
But
God gave you.
but the show is about all of the above.
I
So
know what it's about, but right now we talking about the Brazilian butt lift.
you can't just say that's what God gave me. God gave you them little whiskers on top of your head too. Now wear
First
those.
of all, I ain't got no little whiskers. I have very long hair. I just don't like to do it. So I just don't like doing my hair, but I don't do it for anybody. I put my wigs on because I just don't like to do my hair. It's easier to throw a wig on to keep it pushing than it is for me to be sitting in front of my mirror all day. Otherwise, y'all gonna see y'all seeing me right now. Well, y'all can't see me, but I'm rocking my ponytail because that's what you gonna get.
Mm.
I ain't going outside to impress nobody. I got who I need to impress.
Here we go.
What? I'm just saying.
But just like she alluded to, once again, we're talking about people doing bodily harm to themselves because of traumas. Rather than deal with the trauma of past decisions, or I don't even call it bad decisions, past decisions, and instead of dealing with that and moving accordingly, we rather do things or come with another rationale why this person didn't want me or this person didn't stay. Because it's easy to throw money at a problem and change the narrative than to sit down and do self reflect and say, okay, where did this go wrong? When did this start going left? Was it something I did? Was it something he did? And being able to be okay with the outcome of that. But like she said, I figured I was having so many problems, and I figured if I had a big old butt, they would love me a lot more.
Mm. That's not what I see a lot though. That's why I want to ask.
Thank you, Allie.
Uh, is it done for attention or results that you ultimately want? Because a high percentage of men say that they don't care for it, especially the procedures that's over the top. It doesn't. And I'll say for myself, um, the ones that don't look natural, that look, over the top, it's really not a good look. And that's from the BBLs, the eyelashes, to the wigs, all the way through. You get some people I've seen fur eyelashes that's like huge, and it's like could you even see? Like a lot of men say that they don't care for that. Um, even the wigs, I hear a lot of men say that they don't really care for it. It doesn't look natural. If you're doing something to enhance the beauty that you already have instead of like replacing it, it's like it's damn near catfish. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't look natural. And men throughout time has always spoken about natural beauty, even if you enhance what you already have. Going over and above, I think it's a you thing. It's not what men want or what a lot of like what a lot of men say they want. So I think it's more about what you want. Because if you truly listen to men, they'll tell you they don't really care for that. And then if you look at the results of, you know, the BBLs, you may get some attention, but if the results is you want a husband, that's not really the case. It's not really happening. It's like I heard somebody just say in a podcast a couple days ago, they said that it's good to play with, you know, to want to see what it's like, but ain't nobody really signing up for the long term. Now, if you get some enhancements to, you know, make your natural physique look better, you know, if you want to lose your stomach a little bit, if you want to, you know, have some curves or whatever. But I really believe that those ones that look crazy, especially when your legs is like this and your butt like that, like you look like a lollipop. It looks crazy. I mean,
You're not a lollipop. You look like you got on hammer pants.
yeah, it doesn't look natural. It doesn't look good. I mean, so I mean that's my spill on it. I don't want to get jumped at the gas station, so I'm gonna leave it there for right now.
Your loan already dealt with enough, so be careful what comes out your mouth, sir. They already showed you. They already showed you they ain't playing with you.
They don't like they don't like the honesty of it. You want the honesty. You want what a lot of like I'm in a lot of different men's groups. I'm in a lot of different men's circles, and like I tell Kyra all the time, I can share my opinion and the opinion of others within groups of a mass amount of men. And if if somebody say, hey, they don't care for that, 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 do you take that advice? Or do you say, screw what they want, I'm going to still do what I want to do? Is there a compromise? If men are saying that those unnatural looking wigs, those huge eyelashes that don't look natural, and BBLs where your legs is like this, and it's like this. It's like you look crazy. Like not a lot of people want that. They'll play around with it to see what it's like, but nobody really signing up for the long. I'll be the first to tell you. But if you look natural and you can you got some enhancements or whatever, I guess that's fine. But that going overboard, no, that's not a good look. For me, my opinion.
It ain't a good look for nobody. Not for the person that gotta lug that shit around either. It's not cute. When you go overboard, because I do have some friends that have had BBLs done, but it's a natural look. It don't look nothing further from what their regular body look like. It's just, they got their stomachs done. They got got a little lift in their butt. Nothing crazy. They look nice with their BBLs. More power to them. But it's a painful process. Once you get them, and I don't know if a lot of people understand that or know that, but once you get them BBLs, you go through a lot of pain and a lot of things you got to do afterwards in order to get that BBL to look right. So it ain't just you go get the operation done and voila, I look great. No, you got to go get wooden done and get your drains and all of that stuff taken care of. Because I used to help my friends when they got theirs done. But am I going to do that? Absolutely not, because I already seen the process, the after process of what happens after you have it done, and I'm not willing to go through that pain.
You said drains. You said they had to get drains.
Yes, they had to get drains in the areas where they got the incisions at. They put drainages into the, to catch the blood and all of that stuff, and all of that stuff has to be emptied out. They have to some of them had to go to professionals to get, like, it's like a wooding done. They call it wooding, and it helps stretch out the fat that they put into their bodies to make sure that it doesn't lump up. And they have to wear this garment. It looked like
It's a free
women know what it is. It looks something like if you was
yeah.
yeah, it's like, but it's a one, it's a one piece to suck all the to keep everything in place, and they have to wear that constantly.
Gotcha. Like a
And then
girdle.
yeah, it's like a girdle, but it depending on what you got done. Some have to wear
It's
the
a whole
binder. If it's just a stomach, if it's a stomach and a butt, it's a whole like one piece type of thing they have to put on. The thing be looking nasty, be bloody, but they have to wear it because it's the process after they get all of this stuff done. They're in pain. They can't really walk the way they want to walk until everything is completely healed. So, and some of them,
Yeah, I get it.
some of them had to go back and be kind of hospitalized to get antibiotics because they had got
Infection.
infections.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it all depends. So once you see it up close and personal, it's like, oh no, thank you.
Yeah.
But some women are willing to go through that to get the body that they want.
I guess if it's for you, and I've seen one person say it's somebody for everybody. That's the obvious. That's the old like cliche catchphrases we always say. Of course, there's somebody for everybody. That's the obvious thing. But we all know what looks natural and what don't look natural. What look like it's going overboard, and what's look okay. But if somebody like it, I love it. I can only speak from my opinion and the people that I've spoken to, the groups that I'm in, the circles that I'm in, and everyone says, and it's everyone says it's like that overboard stuff. It's not really, some men like, yes, if it's natural, but the go overboard, like nobody's really signing up for that. Like it's not really a thing that people signing up for. I mean, they'll play with you to see what it's like, to see, but I would say the more natural you look, the more, men gravitate to that. When it's like huge, it's like, yeah, it's yeah, you play around, you want, see what it's like, but ain't nobody marrying that. Not in mass. Not in mass. It's a lot of men gravitate more
Somebody
to
marry it because it's young. Because we're talking about we're coming from different age groups. So the younger generation who is being brought up where this is the norm for them, they may like that or may find that interesting or may find that appealing. Where when you meet men of a certain age, who we were raised with homegrown talent, where you met a woman who were just blessed with these things. They were blessed with the mountains. They were blessed with the hills. They were blessed with the shapes. So when you are used to those things, when you have become when you are prone to that in reality and that naturalness, then of course you're not going to say, "Oh yeah, I would like to see, I would like that." Yeah, like you said, it's fun to look at, it's fun to play with, but it's not something that I want to hold on to at night. Because I can imagine it's going to be very cold because plastic
and
cold
and and just for Pinky, what I'm saying is I don't know if it's coming off to where I'm not making sense to you. I'm saying if it looks natural, if you look like this, if this is what you're looking like, a lot of men are not really gravitating to that. It's not something that a lot of men really care for, from my experiences, from my conversations, from my circles, from my environment. But if you do get enhancements that looks natural, the same as your eyelashes, the same as you're getting the extensions in your hair, a lot of men speak on it. If it looks natural, then they gravitate to that more if that's what you want to do. But if you're going extra, they don't really care for the extra stuff. So yes, of course, plastics ain't natural. Like I don't want to get into that type of conversation. That's the obvious. Like I don't want that type of debate. The conversation is about if it looks natural. A lot of men don't mind it, en masse. But when you looking overboard, when you're going overboard, a lot of men ain't really signing up for that. They might play around, they might, but it's just not for a lot of men. So yes, of course, any plastic ain't natural. Of course, that's the obvious. But when it looks natural, just like I said, like the eyelashes, if you got eyelashes and they like this, it look weird. You know what I mean? Like my daughter just walked in and she's laughing. It looks weird. Like maybe you like it, and which I have no problem with that. It's just not for me. It's not for that person or that person. It may, like you said, it's for somebody. Somebody may like it. Maybe they don't have the options that another person may have that can land that person that looks more natural. Who knows? I don't know. It's a whole story to all of these different things. But I know men in my circle, men in my environment, the men in they don't. It's not really a good look for the overboard stuff, not stuff that looks natural, but the overboard stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, because I think
I
that
don't want to debate. Like,
that anybody that is if it look natural, it look natural. You won't be able to really tell if they had a BBL, because everything is proportioned properly.
yes,
It's the people that take it to the extreme, and I always go back to social media, because I think that's what people think is the thing to look like, to have the big butt, the big boobs, and
the attention.
the lashes, and the wigs and all of that. I think a lot of that stuff people do like to think they are celebrities, and this is how they want to look. And what you said there?
No,
I was about to say, also, let's remember that we're in the flued out sock. We're in the flued out part of life now. So that's the epidemic now, getting flued out. And when you see the city girls and all these people who are saying, you look like this and my body looks like this, and that gives me access to a certain caliber of person. So if you want that same access, you're gonna do what they do.
I get it. It's the mentality.
Big part.
Yeah, I still stand on that. Though, if I do see, women getting flued out, it's not the crazy looking ones. It's the ones that's proportionate, right? It's the ones that look natural. Of course, there's gonna be some. Like, I don't want nobody to chime in and be like, "No, I seen one person 2 weeks ago." Of course, there's gonna be some, that happens to, but the majority is gonna be the ones that look more natural. If you're going on your girls' trip and y'all doing y'all thing, and men are buying you drinks, this, that, and the third, just gotta understand, men with money, the things that you really bragging about, that's not money to them. It may be money to you, but it's not money to them. Right. I mean, men are not gravitating to that type of thing who have a lot of money. If you look more natural, that's just my opinion. If you look more natural, I don't see, it's more of something to play with, something to,
Allie, she on Instagram. She said it's like makeup. Some wear a cake face and others just like natural. It's okay once in a while to get dolled up, but not 7 days a week. And I can agree with that.
Even if you do, as long as you look nice, natural, but if you look if it's overboard, I don't know. I don't know if I'm.
I mean,
making
to
sense to
to
somebody.
me, some women. I'm not gonna say all women, but some women they do wear, they make up 7 days a week
Yeah.
because they don't have a choice sometimes. Because some people do look a whole lot better with makeup on than they do with their natural look, their natural
Or they
face.
just enhance some things. You don't have to be ballroom, casket fresh. You don't got to be, like you go into a ballroom every day, but you may enhance some things. You may wear some eyeliner. You may wear some, some lip stuff. You may want to hit your cheeks, and that came out crazy. But you may, want to just do some touch-up work, some enhancement work. I don't see no problem with that. It's just when it's
No, it's
overboard.
nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is that some women they do wear makeup 7 days a week because they just don't look right. Because like some people they have like a lot of blemishes on their face, and things like that. So they have to use,
I
like
get it.
foundations
I
and
get it.
all different type of things. So you can't really tell what's under, what's on their skin.
I get it.
And then when they take it all off in front of homeboy, he looking like, what the hell? So,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, I
catfish.
get it. I don't want to say it's capping. I just feel like they just trying to
I didn't
cover
say
up.
capping. I said catfish. You got some people that look
It's
totally different from their normal. But I would say you got some women that look totally fine the way that they are, even if they just touch up a little bit or they just like to, do some highlights. They look naturally beautiful. Now, can we go into self-esteem? Maybe some mental health issues going on.
Oh, you about to make some people mad.
I mean, it's real. It's
You better
real.
think-
Maybe
think green light on.
maybe the environment that you
well,
in, that you're
well, of course,
following, you're
of course,
following,
that's.
you're
I'm
following suit.
sorry.
You're following suit from, maybe that in a crew that you're in or a family that you're in, and they like I've seen that to whereas, a mom may wear makeup a whole lot, and now the daughter follows that. You know what I mean? Just the same as the dad. The dad may be into something and the son follows that. But you have some women that may be a little insecure, for their reasons or the reasons for reasons not outside of themselves. Maybe it's just like you have women that's anorexic. You know what I mean? It may be from an internal place and you need some therapy, you need some counseling. Because you may just be fine. Yeah, I've seen celebrities that to me and to the majority they look fine, but they'll sit there and tell you they fat and they starving themselves. They making themselves throw up after they eat. It's like it's a mental health issue. So You have some people that's fine and they use makeup and this, that, and the third to express themselves a certain way where it's probably not needed. Your thing is your thing, but maybe it's an insecurity.
It could be. Some of it could be, the insecurities and the self-esteem issues that women go through.
Yeah.
Because when you feel as though you got to look a certain way to get a certain type of person, or you never was accepted because you look like this or you look like that, and now you looking like this, um, it could be that.
I mean, but even to say to get a certain type of person, right? You got a lot of men that say they don't really care for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't really care for it. But it
Mm-hmm.
seems like a lot of people don't listen to that. They look at the ones that get the attention, but the
Mm-hmm.
attention isn't for the results that you really want, which is to have a man and to get married and have a family or whatever that may be. Is your
Yeah, but
thing.
that's where the insecurity and the self-esteem part come in at.
Could be.
Because that's what, if that's what they feel is how they're going to get somebody, because that's this whatever they're saying or whatever. Like I said, a lot of things come from social media too, but it could also be
Yeah,
what is around them, who is around them, who is speaking to them,
it's a good
how
point.
they're speaking to them. And they could just feel like this is how this person got this man, and they're looking at how they're looking. They want to look the same way because they feel as though this is how this person got this man.
And that's a good point that you touched on, because I'll go even further. A lot of men that's grinding out here, that's working and hustling and bustling and this, that, and the third, they ain't got time to be on social media all day. You know what I mean? Got things to do. I mean, so if you're looking at the attention that some of these women are getting from these dudes all day, like I couldn't tell you how to get on the OnlyFans. I don't got no OnlyFans. I ain't paying no OnlyFans this and that. I'm not doing it. I'm grinding. I couldn't tell you how to get on OnlyFans. I don't do that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So a lot of the men that's really grinding, that you probably want or look for, they ain't even the ones that's liking these posts and these pictures. It's a lot of squares that's in those circles. That's giving the attention that you're looking at somebody else get, because a lot of men ain't got time for that. Of course, some men look at that and be in those, check those videos out. But in mass, ain't nobody got time for all that. I really don't care for it. I know a lot of guys that I know, a lot of circles I'm in, they ain't got time for that nonsense. But of course, there's gonna be somebody say, "Oh, nah, not all men," or yeah, some men. Of course, some men look at it, but ain't nobody really signing up for that.
Well, Thomas, I think they do. It depends on where you getting it done at, because everybody has different rules when it comes
Yeah,
to
yeah, stop playing.
Yeah.
everybody has different rules that they have to go by depending on where they're getting it done at. That's why a lot of people don't do it in certain states. They go to other states to get it done, because some things that they do over there is not allowed over here. And if they don't want to go through certain processes, they go to a different state to get those things done. That's why they end up the way they end up. But I do believe that they do have to have a psychological evaluation,
Not anymore.
depending on where you're getting it done at.
I don't think so. I don't think that's when it first came out. I think that was the thing. That's the same thing like getting the weight loss surgery. When it first came out, they
Let
had
me
these
check.
things in place to make sure that you were in the right state of mind to
Well, who
do
the
these
hell
things.
needs weight?
But now I think that is full because it's fully rolled out, and you can pretty much go get it anywhere. People want they're not going to turn money away, so they just started taking it.
I'm just looking it up.
Everybody want their money.
Of course, everybody want their money. Um, what it says here is a vault. Your healthcare provider will assess many factors, including your mental health and any social conditions that you may have um, before approving a BBL.
Yeah, right. They getting that money. Oh, they got payment plans for that stuff.
Hmm.
They're going to get that money. That's the same as like right now. I see a lot of men going overseas, like to Turkey, to get hair transplant surgeries because they do a good job there and it's cheaper. So
Well, what it says here, if it says if there's almost 100% chance you will be asked to undergo a psychological evaluation. The goal of an evaluation is to help identify good candidates for surgery and to increase your chances of success post-surgery.
So there you have it.
what's that? What we have?
That you gotta go. You have to. It has to go through. You have to go through the what's it called?
Psychological evaluation.
Yep.
I mean, but who knows what that is, what that process is? It can be anything. I know a lot of people went through the psychological evaluation to get into the department, and they crazy as hell.
Well, yeah, I think anybody can kind of like
Just to
it just
say,
depends on what they're asking you.
yeah. Oh, it may just be for the language, saying, yeah, she passed. They're gonna get that money. You're gonna get some officers that don't care about no psychological evaluation. They're gonna get that bread.
Right.
So I don't want to play that game. Just because the language is there, you have to go through a psychological evaluation. So that means everybody that got a BBL is perfectly fine. No, not the case. Some people, they just walk you right through the process. If that was the case, all these gun nuts that go through psyche valves when you buy a gun, I can sit there and tell you, when I go and buy my guns, they get ahead and give you a questionnaire. Did you do this? Did you do that? Do you feel like this? Do you feel like that? All you got to say is nope, 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 nope. Okay, you're good. So depends on what the evaluation is. It ain't like it's
Yeah, we all know that it's not
So
it's
I don't
not
want
like
to have that.
100% thing, but we were just saying because Thomas had made a comment and said that they should have to pass a psychological evaluation before they can do so, and like anybody can pass that
Yeah.
without a problem. That's not hard. I've seen one or two of my friends do it, but and she got mental problems. But I love her, but she got mental problems.
Yeah.
So of course they're going to do it. You have some doctors that will say anything is all right because
They
they're the
want that
ones
money.
suggesting it.
Yeah, they want that money.
So of course, it's going it what time is that? Yeah, they're not turning down money. The site they're gonna send you and it's gonna get a kickback when you get the surgery. Absolutely. This is how doctors make their money. Um well, a lot of people don't know that, but that's what doctors do. When doctors refer you to another doctor for whatever the reason
They're
may
all on the
be, they
same
all
circuit.
get kickbacks
Yeah.
from this or from that for referring this person to this particular surgeon for this, for that, whatever the situation
Yeah,
is.
of course.
So, I mean, that's the way they make their money. They're gonna make their money one way or another.
Yeah, they're all in the same circuit. It's like, okay, you go here for your wellness, your regular doctor, and your doctor may send you to a wellness doctor. That doctor may send you to get a CAT scan. That doctor may send you to get some X-rays. Like I do my yearly physical, and it's doctors all in the same circuit. and you just go from one friend to the next 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 friend, and boom, you get your, your your health check off, and
Mhm.
you're on your way. But they all know each other.
Yeah, Ellie, I know that's true. Men get things done too.
Yeah,
That is true. I think we did that. We did do an episode about how men get um or different type of plastic surgery with the fake abs, the lipo, the
is Al-
calf, the
is
muscles,
is Allie
the
doing
I'm
hair
them?
thinking about getting.
follicles,
Is
I'm
Allie
thinking
whatever.
doing it? You do it too. That's what Allie doing.
Um,
I'm thinking about getting the fake abs. I want it, but I
I
want
don't
it on
know if
top
that's
of
what
my
she's
stomach.
doing.
I don't
Because
want.
this
I don't.
Um,
this is
I don't
about
want the
wigs,
liposuction.
lashes, and BBLs. This is about wigs, lashes, and BBLs. Are we talking about what men do?
I want. I want.
well, she asked a question, so I answered it.
No, I
I'm
get
gonna
it,
get mine on
but
top of
this
my
ain't about
stomach. Though. I don't want the liposuction. I just want the abs to sit directly on top of my stomach.
that.
Yo, Derek, you stupid as hell. Yo, let me tell you something. Derek been on the road today, y'all. I ain't even gonna tell you half of the stuff that he has said today, but Derek been on the road today.
He always on the road.
Derek got tickled my soul more than once today. So, but see, Derek, you made me lose my damn thought.
That's because your wig too tight.
I ain't got one now. Thank you very much. And they
But
get
what? But
all
what?
this
But what
all
about what?
natural.
But what about that? To be honest, a lot of men say
What
that they
about it?
don't really. A lot of men say that they don't really care for that stuff.
Okay.
What about? It's a real question. What about when men express that they don't really care for it? Do
Okay.
how much? Let me ask the question. How much do women really take in consideration of what men really care for?
I think some women care about what a man cares about or what he doesn't. If you're dealing with somebody and your man's constantly telling you, okay, I don't like wigs, but
Even
you
no, let me
do.
stop you. Not even dealing with somebody. Men express forever that they don't care for wigs. They don't care for over, the over crazy looking eyelashes
Okay.
and stuff like that. Now, saying this, it's still a thing in mass. And I'm
Okay.
not talking about just dealing with. I'm talking about just
Yeah, but I don't think anybody is gonna stop doing what they feel they want to do because is all these different men that ain't paying them no mind either way. Whether they when they was natural they wasn't paying them no mind, and now they got all of this stuff done and they still ain't paying them no mind.
who said that?
So I'm I'm not I'm just saying.
I heard
I
you
don't
say.
think that women are going to just stop wearing their wigs and getting their makeup done because the majority of men are saying this is what we don't like.
No, and not even a thing of wearing makeup and wig. I'm talking about the like going overboard. You know what I mean? That stuff. Um, a lot of men express that they don't really care for it. They're not attracted to it. It's not a thing. And
Okay.
it's like a lot of women because it seems to me, and Derek, can you help me with this? It seems to me that the wigs and the eyelash thing got even more, you know, it's ballooning more than I've seen, especially when I grew up. You had some people that did the wigs or whatever, and even later on eyelashes. You would see some people do do it
But
to
you know
where it
why?
looks natural. But now it seems like
It's over. It's over. It's what is it called? Hair show quality.
yeah, and it's like a lot of men are
Okay.
saying, no, I don't really care for that. But
Okay.
it's like I don't care what you care for, but if women want relationships and men
You
are saying I don't care for that, how do we come together if they're not attracted to it?
you know what? You know what the real problem, the base
You
problem is.
you go to
Why everything is ballooning out of control now? It's that gluten allergy.
What?
The gluten allergy. When we was growing up, there was no gluten allergy. It was just like you ate bread, you ate whatever you wanted. You got nice and thick, you got nice and full. Your eyebrows was full, all this stuff, and then they took gluten out the diet, and then people had to supplement for not having the gluten, and that's when they had to go get the fake eyebrows and all the rest of that stuff. It's all gluten's fault.
I'm not messing with you, Derek.
I'm not touching that. No, I'm not touching that.
I'm just saying.
I heard you say it. I ain't touching it. I don't even know what.
I ain't messing with Derek today. Derek is on something today. I don't know what he on, but he on something.
I'm just saying. If you're under the sound of my voice, go back to gluten.
Sure. What was your question?
I asked it.
I didn't hear it. Can you repeat it, please?
It was the whole thing of if men in mass is saying that they really don't care for it. And I'm just speaking of the women who want relationships from certain type of men, but those men are saying that they don't care for the ones that go overboard and don't look natural.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it because the show is, you know, wigs, lashes, and BBLs. Is it to attract men or is it for you? If men are saying they're not attracted to it, why would women continue to go overboard for something that's not attractive to the men that they saying they want to be attracted to? Is it a selfish thing?
That's only if they're doing it. That's only if they're doing it to attract men. But if they're actually doing it for themselves or because this is how they choose to want to look, then it doesn't really matter if you're attracted to them, right?
But that's what I'm asking. If they're looking for it, that's all. You say, is it to attract men or is it for yourself? I'm talking about the women that's looking to attract men, but the men are saying they don't care for it. Then what's the issue? Is it a selfish thing? Is it I don't care what you like, I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway, but you're not getting the results that you want because men are not gravitating to that. Men may sleep with you or deal with you because, you know, certain, you know, the men, they want to have fun too, just as well as women. But men in mass is saying that they don't really care for that type of stuff, especially the wigs.
Mm-hmm.
I hear men talk about that all the time. They really don't care for the wigs.
I get it. But basically what is, because the majority of men are saying that this is something that they don't like to do. Now, as women who are looking to be in relationships, now they want now you stop doing what you're doing. Is that basically what it
the one that don't, what's overboard? It's like I'm just because I like Rastafarian music, I'm not gonna show up with a dreadlock wig. I'm not gonna do that.
Because I think that some women will stop doing certain things for their men, not just because everybody doesn't like it doesn't mean this particular man that they're looking for isn't
I get it. But the whole point is to attract the man first. You have to attract the man in order to.
And some men are attracted to it and don't have a problem with it.
But a lot of times it's not the men that they want. If that's the case, then it's only 26% of women are married. If that's the case, I know it's not just because of wigs, it's because of more things. But if men is constantly saying that they don't like this, they don't like that, they don't like this, they don't like that, ultimately we have to come to some type of thought process of either I'm going to compromise or I'm going to continue to just do what I want to do.
Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna. I mean, this is just my personal opinion.
Yes.
It's for me. I could care less whatever. How many men say what they like and what they don't like. For me, I like whatever it is, whether it be the wigs, the lashes, whatever. That's what I feel as though I like about myself and how I want to make myself look, then that's what I'm gonna do. Those who are not attracted to it, you don't, if you're not attracted to me because I wear wigs or because I wear lashes, then okay.
So
Is
it's for you.
men
So,
out
so
there,
that's what you
is
want.
men out there that will look at me and say, okay, yeah, she may have a wig on, okay, her lashes or whatever, but I still find her attractive and I'm still going to attempt to talk to her and get to know her better. It all depends on the person.
Of course,
And
it depends
if
on the person. We got to stop using
exactly,
those
it
statements.
just depends
Of
on
course.
it just depends on the person though. Because that's just in general. It's gonna be a lot of men who don't like this. So women are supposed to stop making themselves feel better about themselves because this is something that men don't like. It's a lot of
No,
things
no,
that
no,
women.
no, no, no. That's not what I'm saying. The point is, if we take a poll, right? If we
I'm
take a
eating them,
poll,
Allie.
if we
Uh-huh.
take a poll, and there's 100 men in a room, right? There's 100 men in a room, and you ask these 100 men, do they like wigs? And let's say 75% of the men in that room say they don't like wigs, right? Now there's 100 women. Do those 100 women say, okay, I'll still do what I want to do? Or do they compromise because it may give them a higher percentage of getting a man? My point is, the men in mass is saying they don't care for it. Men in mass is saying they don't care for it. So what I'm asking is, if the majority of men is saying, the majority of men in a certain class or a certain level say they don't care for it, do you continue to do what you do? Or do you conform a little bit or compromise a little bit because the results you want is different from the results that you've been having?
It all depends on what the compromise is.
Of course, it depends on a compromise. Of course.
Yeah, it depends on what the compromise is, and you are not going to know what the compromise is unless somebody is telling you what the compromise is. Are you
If they're
telling me
saying
that
we don't, if the men
if
are
you
saying
don't like
we,
it, but can a man compromise and say, okay, I may not like wigs, but I could deal with it
I'm
on
just
you?
about to, I think I answered that already. I think I answered that earlier in the show. That if it looks natural, Derek, did I say that already? If it looks natural, then a lot of men they don't have an issue with it. But when it's, I think I said it like 100 times.
But
If
what's
you go
overboard
ahead,
with a
hold on a
wig?
second. If you go overboard, like you got some people that come in where the wig don't look natural. It look like it's just sitting on top of your head, like a hat. It's not attractive. It's not attractive. And I don't want to offend nobody or
Okay.
go on
So
that.
the
But
okay,
hold
so
on,
the
but hold on.
compromise would be I get a better looking wig.
It can be a better looking wig. It can be extensions. It can be anything, but natural. Men of a certain caliber like women to look more natural. Even if it's a BBL, I said that. Even if it's BBLs or eyelashes, if it looks natural, men gravitate to it more. So, just like you want a man that you want him on his deal. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want a man next to you looking crazy. You at the cookout and he come in and he just looking crazy. You don't want that. So if he's expressing to you, what he's into, then like somebody said, maybe he's not for you.
Yeah. And
But
and
there's a
but
lot of women.
that's what I had said.
Yeah, but
I
there's a lot
said
of women. Okay, I'm sorry.
I said the same thing you just said. If he
I
does
wasn't finished, but go ahead.
if a man has certain issues that he doesn't like about a woman that he either is liking or pursuing, then yes, you can compromise and say, okay, maybe I could do something different with my hair, or whatever, or maybe I can go a little lighter with the makeup. I ain't got to put so much makeup on. But it all depends on what that man is asking you to compromise. But am
But
I going
men
to
are
compromise?
but men are staying
Am
in
I going?
mass already. Men are staying in mass already, and like you said earlier, some women do it because they're being lazy, right? It's easier. They
Yep.
don't feel like doing they don't feel like doing their hair. They just grab a wig and put it on. right?
Exactly.
It's not because, you know, you ain't even thinking about the dude, right? You ain't even thinking about the man. You're thinking about
Sure
because
ain't.
you don't care to do your hair because you don't feel like it. But if men are saying I don't care for that,
Then you don't care for it.
but what I'm saying is there a consideration for that side?
No.
I get it. I get it.
There's no consideration for that side.
If that's how you feel, I ain't got a problem with it. I don't care for it, to be honest, and I don't think that's a big.
Shut up.
I don't think it's a big compromise to look natural. I don't think that's a big compromise. If I'm expected to provide and protect and take care of this and take care of that and do that and to look, you know, presentable to you, I don't think that's an issue to have that reciprocated.
No, it's not an issue to reciprocate it for my man.
But you ain't gonna get a man if you walk around with the wig looking like that.
But you can't always say that you're not, because like I said, some men are attracted to what they are attracted to. I get it and I understand that. But I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing on the hopes and dreams that maybe one of these men are going to pick me. No, I'm not gonna do that. If whatever you are attracted to, then that's what you are attracted to, and go for it. But those who are not attracted to it, then you for yourself as a man, go get that woman that you feel it looks natural and it doesn't overdo it and isn't doing too much. Then that's who go ahead and go do you. Everybody has choices. And sometimes everybody has choices. And if I choose not to down it down, because for whatever my reasons may be, then I choose not to do that.
We established that, and I think that's why there's an abundance of. Never mind. Yeah, Derek.
Phoenix says, "What if she wants to get rid of her fupa pouch?"
Even though we know Allie doesn't have a fupa.
I say keep your fupa. Fupa that we all know that food cooks better when it got a lid on the pot.
What?
Food cooks better when you got a lid on the pot.
Are you? Is that an analogy for a fupa?
Fupa keeps stuff warm. Keep it nice and warm.
Oh Lord, Jesus help us.
When you make rice, what it tell you? It says cover and let simmer.
Allie, don't you say nothing else. Don't you say nothing else. You got Derek on the roll. Cut it out.
I'm not touching it. Nope.
I'm not messing with Derek. Derek got many orphan test the waters with different styles. I agree with that too, Darlene.
What happened?
I agree with that.
You said what?
She said many often test the waters with different styles.
As far as what?
Wigs.
Fupas?
Wigs. Some women, what she's saying is that some women wear wigs for different, so they're not messing up their natural hair, their real hair. They buy different type of wigs to see what looks good on them, what doesn't look good on them.
I get it.
With that. Some men are okay with women who wear the wigs and who may wear eyelashes of modest. You know, I don't want to feel the wind run by my face every time you blink. But you know, a little definition to your eyelashes may be something that some guys may like.
Of course, there's some. Of course, right. That's obvious.
But the whole ideal is that these things are widespread because when you look at society and you look at social media and you see that these women who look like this are gaining certain privileges or resources, and everybody else want those same thing. It's the same thing, just like getting the white toenails done.
What privileges?
All the privileges. They get flued out. They get men who pay for their drinks at a club, or they get men who take them out to dinner or take them to Ruth Chris or any other nice restaurant. They get these type of men who make sure that their nails stay done or make sure that they bills.
So going back to what we said before, is it in mass of the ones that go overboard, or is it the ones that look natural? In mass.
No, in mass is the ones that go overboard. That's the
bullshit. 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 It's the ones that look more natural. The ones that look. No, bullshit.
When you look on social media and you look at the Real Housewives of every other county, and the Real Housewives of Under the Bridge, and the Real Housewives of Cedar Lane, and all the rest of that stuff. When you look at these women and you look at them, they're the ones that are over the top. They're the ones that got the big butts. They're the ones that got the eyelashes that go down like that.
A lot of those women look natural. A lot of those women look natural. There's a smaller percentage that go overboard. I would say some of those surgeries and some of the women with their eyelashes and their hair, they look very nice. A lot of them they're beautiful. They look nice. A lot of them is very shapely and this, that, and the third. But you do have those ones that in a small percentage, like I said, that look like this. They look just like this. It looks weird. Not the majority looks weird like that. I think.
No, the majority doesn't.
I'm sorry?
I said no, the majority doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't think that the majority of them that look weird, the majority of the ones that look weird is the ones that get the privilege. I think it's the ones that look more natural.
But are we just talking about the ones a BBL at the end of the day is still a BBL, whether it looks natural or it looks unnatural, it's all still a BBL. So therefore BBLs are more acceptable when they look more natural, but at the end of the day, it's still a BBL compared to what somebody who went a little bit overboard and got a bigger butt than what she should have got. But that's not what is acceptable. So the natural looking BBLs are acceptable.
I like I said, initially, I'm not myself. I don't really look at the over whatever. If it looks natural, you won't know until you have the conversation, correct? Or unless you know the person, right? If it looks natural, you can assume all you want, but we all know that we all seen those videos of this shit. We've seen this shit before. We've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
It don't look natural. You know it ain't natural. You know the legs to butt ratio is not natural. Of course, there may be somebody that is, proportion like that, but we all know in mass that it's probably a bad surgery. But when you have, because our, women in our cultures, they're shapely anyway. So to have an enhancement or, to get your stomach flatter or, take whatever you choose to do. I mean, when it looks natural, it looks natural. So you won't know that it's actually a BBL. You won't even know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you got extensions in your hair and, you got your lashes on and it's done right, you don't even know. I think I said in the beginning, the ones that this shit is overboard. When you walk in and you doing this shit, you just walking around think your wig it look crazy. That's what I'm talking about. The overboard, the unnecessary or just outrageous.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get what you're
That's
saying when you're saying the
if you look
overboard, but what
natural,
I'm
yeah.
saying
If
just
you look natural,
basically,
I don't. To me, if you look natural, you look natural. If it looks nice, it looks nice. If that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. If it looks nice, it looks nice.
so
I
basically
just
that,
don't care for the shit that go overboard.
yeah, and
That's
that's
what I'm
but
saying. I said it
so
the whole show. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, is so basically when we talking about BBLs, the natural looking BBLs are acceptable, and the ones that are overboard are not acceptable. So
Well,
it's
well, well.
basically what is being said is that yes, women, y'all can still go out there and you can still, if you want to enhance yourself, which is your prerogative. Everybody to each his own to everybody. But if it's looking a little bit more natural, like it belongs to you, then it's okay. But if you doing a little bit too much with the boobs and the butt and the hair and the
Well,
eyelashes, then men
well,
don't want to see men don't seem to say that's acceptable, and they don't like it.
well. The question is it to attract men or is it for yourself? That's what the initial question was. Nigga, we read it.
Yeah.
Wigs, lashes, and BBLs. Is it to attract men or is it for yourselves? I just said, for me in the circles I'm in, that was just a statement from me. The
Mm-hmm.
question is posed to the women. Is it for you or is it for men? What I
Yeah.
was saying, which I said probably 5 minutes ago, a majority of men say that they don't care for the ones that go overboard. The ones that look natural, you won't know it's a BBL because it looks natural. They
Oh,
don't,
yeah.
you know what I
No.
mean? It's, I guess that will be cool, but the ones that go overboard, where your butt is like this big, people may play around with you. People may, deal with you. And like Derek said, some may even fly you out.
Mm-hmm.
But
Uh-huh.
it ain't in mass.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Okay, but
think
that's just like with makeup. Okay, that's just like when women wear makeup and they look like a totally different person. Some people look like totally different people with makeup on.
like the
You don't.
like the
It
makeup
look
transformation talent.
natural. Yeah, it look natural, and you're attracted to it when you see her with her makeup on. But are you still gonna be attracted to it when she take it off?
That's why I said to some point, it's like a catfish. Look like a totally different person. I sent you the videos. You seen them videos. Some of the
Yeah, I
women
watch
don't.
them all the time.
Yeah, some of them don't look nowhere near like what they look naturally. Nowhere near. It's not natural. But if that's what you do to make yourself look like whatever, that's fine. But I know if there was you can look this up. There was a man in China, right? He married a woman, and when they got married, she's a beautiful young girl. They had children. When they had children, the children came out not looking like neither one of them. To him, the
Mhm.
children wasn't nice looking children.
Mhm.
When he did his research, he seen that the young woman had a lot of plastic surgery.
Mhm.
He divorced her and sued her and won.
Mhm.
And won.
You said in one?
Yep.
I seen it. I know exactly what you're talking about. I seen it.
Yeah. And won because it was under false pretenses. For whatever their laws is or whatever over there, I just seen the article before and I read through it and I thought it was interesting because she got a bunch of plastic surgery before she met him. And their children came out looking like what she looked like prior.
Derek, that is not funny.
So it's like a catfish. If she didn't get all of that, plastic surgery, he may not have been attracted to her. Pretty sure he wouldn't, because they showed a
Okay,
picture of
well,
what she looked like before, and she looked totally different. But her children came out looking like what she looked like before she got the plastic surgery, and he
mhm.
divorced her.
But it was natural looking.
What was natural looking?
Her looks were natural looking.
Yes, I'm just going off of like when you say some people take not plastic surgery, makeup and look totally different.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said it's not natural for the person you were. You get what I'm saying? You transform into somebody totally different. So if we was to hook up and then when we go home and now we chilling and you take all of that off, you think we gonna still have a relationship?
I don't know.
Just starting out. Just starting out.
Are we? Are you still attracted to me?
No, just starting out. It's your first time staying over the crib, and then you go over just like I'm gonna get you, sucker. Remember that? You go home, and now you think this person looks like this, and then the wig come off, the lashes come off, and then when the makeup come off, she don't look nowhere near like she looked.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's gonna keep going?
Maybe not.
You gonna stop playing. You know damn well it ain't gonna keep going.
Well, if her leg coming off, I don't know. But
yeah.
If her teeth popping down, hey, everybody say, oh, let me see what you can do. I don't know. But shut up, Derek. I know you ain't talking. It is what it is. But as far as I can see it, first of all, I don't even think that he should have won. But as far as I can see it, is I know, because what you're basically saying is when you look at somebody and if it looks natural and it's acceptable because this is what this person looks like, and then they look natural
to what you normally look like.
Okay, like I said, but that's
natural to what you normally look like.
That's what you're saying at this particular moment. But
no, I've always said that. I said if it enhances what you already have. Derek, didn't I say that? If it enhances who you are, what you already have, if it looks natural to what you look like, and it just enhances, not turn you into a totally different person. If I showed, that's what I said. If I showed up with a Rastafarian wig and put some blue eye contacts in, and I'm a slim dude, and I put like some body muscles on, and then when we got to the house, I took all that shit off. You be looking at me like, what the hell?
And I understand that, but that's like, that's somebody who went out and had her whole face done with plastic surgery. She had plastic surgery done.
That's
she got
what I'm saying. She looks totally different from who she was.
That's
if
what plastic surgery
enhancements, if you get enhancements, enhance what you normally look like.
And these are all very valid points. Which brings us to the end of our conversation. We would like to thank everyone who, if you get a BBL or if you don't get a BBL, if you get a BBT or if you get a BLT, if you get a sausage, egg, and cheese, we just want you to be happy and do it for you. Nobody else wanted to agree with that. Y'all just got quiet like that. I don't know.
I think it could be for you and the results that you want. Right. If you want a certain type of man, but those certain type of men is saying that they don't care for that, you had like you're the seller, they're the buyer. You have to market to your consumer.
Absolutely.
You can't just be like if I make a dish and I'm selling it to Derek, and Derek is like, no, I want this, and this. And I say, nope, I'm going to do like this, and you better like it. He ain't going to buy it.
Absolutely. And with that note, we're going to say thank you for everyone who joined us on tonight. Thank you to, Sean and Kyra. Once again, we apologize for our late start. Next week, we will thrive to be better and do better. These conversations are very candid.
Derek is telling y'all a lie.
So with that being said, we bid you a good night and adieu. You want to say, Tyra?
Thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We do appreciate you all. Derek is not telling the truth. Yo, we get up here when we can get up here.
I said we will thrive. That's what I just said. I didn't
We
say
ain't thriving. We ain't trying. We just get up here when we can get up here. But y'all know around what time we gonna be up here. But we thank y'all for always rocking with us every Tuesday night. Y'all are the best viewers ever. We love y'all. We thank you. And so any woman that is out there getting any type of enhancements, whether it be your wigs, whether it be your lashes, whether you out here getting your BBLs done, whatever the situation may be, do it for yourself and forget about these old men. Do what you do for you.
Boo boo. Roshan?
I first want to say some of our listeners, whoever messed up my lawn, y'all suck anyway. So y'all ain't the best listeners because somebody messed up my grass. And don't listen to Kyra. Kyra is a different type of beast. she is a feminist slash
oh gosh.
she ain't looking
I'm a feminist now.
She ain't looking for what you may be looking for. Tone it down a little bit. I'll be honest, I'm in these men's spaces and that overboard stuff. You know, we can.
in the men's spaces.
I'm in men's spaces, and I don't think it ain't me. I'll tell you what I think, but it ain't me. But a lot of men don't really care for the overboard. Enhancing and, you know, as long as it look natural, a lot of men, you know, they don't care for it. And let's get back to family, I guess.
How you throw that on the end of this conversation?
I don't know.
Get out of here. Y'all have a good night.
I don't know.